Well, here we are again. We're gonna go ahead and show you what I've done on this radio so far. The GE model E50 from 1937. And my little buddy just heard me talking again. Hi! Just showed up. Alright, come on. Want to come up here? Alright. Alright, good boy. Come here. Wow. There he is. Good dog. Just came in from outside. Luckily, no snow. Thank goodness. We actually had a couple of days where it got up to 50. So today I think it's only going to be 48. But still, that means no snow because it's still going to be warm enough where we don't just have rain. That'd be better. Oh, and then also a little update on the Enfield rifle. It's was going to go back for an exchange to RTI. I got the label from them, and they're paying for return shipping. And on top of that, I just had FedEx pick the reboxed Enfield in the same box, and it's going right back there. So they picked it up yesterday. So we'll see. That'll probably take almost a week to get back there, and it'll probably take another week to get back here, depending on when they're able to go ahead and pack a new one to send it back. So we'll be looking for that one. Probably about, probably around the 20th of April, something like that, probably at the earliest. Anyway, I've been working on this radio, and it says from 1937, so it had a few problems. Number one, there was a scrambled wired mess underneath. It was something else. And the electrolytics, this one was 10 microfarads at 450 volts. You can't barely see it. It's just like stamped in there. I needed a magnifying glass to see what it was. And then the other one was, let's see, I think 3 microfarads. Oh yeah, there it is. This one, I said, maybe it's 30. And no, it says 3 microfarads. So it's only 3 microfarads. I didn't have anything that small. I did have a 4.7 microfarad at 450 volts. So I put that one in there. So I have only replaced the 2 electrolytics. I haven't gone through the rest of the parts or anything yet. I did get some sheet metal screws. I have to drill some holes to support the speaker, so it's now solid. There was also another screw that was missing over here for the dial. So now it's supported again. So, and then I'm still gonna have to restring this dial cord. It's just all over there. So we'll see. So let me show you what I got, and then I also had to replace the line cord. The other one, it was kind of iffy. It wasn't really polarized at all. But this does have a transformer, so I figured it shouldn't. It's not like one of the other sets that's just 117 volts, and that's it with no transformer. So it should be safer, but I made it even safer yet because I got a polarized plug on it. So and it's a pretty hefty plug too. It's well, it's pretty thick. But it comes through, barely gets through the hole they made in the back of the chassis. So at least that'll work out okay. Oh, you want to get down, or you want to jump up? What do you want to do, dog? Anyway, so let's see. Yeah, let me get this camera over closer, and I'll give you a closer look. And I may even turn this thing on. We'll see what happens. Come on, dog. There you go. And there he goes. He's running away. All right, well, I'll close the door so he won't be able to get back. Makes a lot of noise. He may be barking at the door, I don't know. But let's get this over here. and tilt it down and get you a better shot of it. There we go. And I'll make it a little bit bigger. Okay. And first, I guess I'll show you underneath. It definitely needs to be restrung. But, alright, so look at the mess we got under there. And besides, that is not the original transformer, of course. So you got all kinds of wires in there. They're probably replaced back in the 50s, probably about the same time those two electrolytics were dumped in there. But you see all the paper caps are still there. I haven't replaced any of those, and those are actually the original ones. There's one new cap over here. I did not replace that. Whoever was playing with it, they put a new one here, and they got another new one down there. So, but what got me is a lot of the wires are so long, they didn't cut them short at all. If you look, let me see if I get closer. Look at these things. It's just the wires are so. That's what I had to do also. I had to go ahead and add some wire to it to get that one in there. But the other one I was able to mount solid, so they had a terminal strip down here. But yeah, just going in here trying to, they had these wires all bunched up in a couple of places, so I had to redo the solder on them. And you can see they still have the original resistors in there too. Except for, I think they looked like they replaced, somebody replaced one back in the 50s. So it didn't have a lot of these, but they still got a lot of them. There's a mica cap there, another resistor here. I mean, another old resistor there. I mean, they're all over. But the wires were so long. That's what got me. I mean, holy cow. I mean, look it up here. You know, you're asking for a dead short up here somewhere if the wires even touch, because they're so close. But in fact, even when we soldered this new cap in, he had a tail sitting out there about, at least an inch and a half long. I said, what the heck? And it wasn't going to anything. Didn't make any sense. So yeah, it's kind of a scrambled wound mess. But I was able to get around everything. But I still have to go ahead and I'm going to replace these other capacitors. So it's just a matter of finding what they are, and then I'll cut them out. So anyway, and okay, we got, oops, that's any problem. The dial pointer falls off because the string is just hanging there. And it just goes over top there anyway. But yeah, so I put in this heftier line cord. It's kind of overkill, but I said, well, why not? Well, since I have those wires and junk out of the way, we're going to try and see if we can get this thing going. Let me back this up. Okay. Now, well, we'll go see. Let's see. Let's start out 0. I have my variac on. Let's see. Do I have this thing turned on? Let's see. It'd be this one. That one. Yeah. That's the on-off switch. Okay. So, let's see if anything happens. What are we on right now? That's like 25 volts AC. And go slow here. Hopefully eventually you'll see the dial light go on. When it gets up to a certain voltage, I would think. Oh, it's already starting to glow already. know if you can see that or not. Take a look down there. I'm only at like 60 volts AC. Something's happening. Shoot, where am I at now? I'm not even 117. I'm at like 90 volts. I'm hearing something. Yeah, we'll go up a little bit more. Something's happening. I gotta work on that volume. I gotta work on that volume control. Wow. He just really wants to crank up there.
This is where we a new law in America. Now the judge and appointed by Obama presided over the trial, which lasted a week. And Twitter users are now pointing to a direct infringement of the First Amendment. And I agree.
Looks like this.
So I'm looking at
tuning capacitor.
One of the
yeah, it's kind of dirty, looks like. So
means.
Fix that up. I'm gonna have to go ahead
In the back
clean
is
that
a Hillary
and
post.
place the parts. But
African Americans.
go figure. 1937. First try and it works. How is that possible? And I only got my Variac up to, what was it? Let me see. Yeah, just, yeah, nowhere near 117. That was like 104 volts AC. That's what I had into it. Not even, these things I think were originally set up to go either 110 or 115. But yeah, and our line voltage here is like about 120 most of the time, between 120, 122, something like that. So pretty much have to run it down with a Variac. But anyhow, there you go. The radio works already, so I'm going to clean it up and clean up the tuning cap and a few things here, and then I'll have to restring the dial cord, but the whole thing's solid now, so it's not going to come apart. So anyway, there you are. That's what we got for you today. See you guys later.